It's a big thing.
Dad, are you gonna cry? We're waiting for Kristen.
Good evening, parents, students, colleagues, friends, and of course, graduating class of 2013. Today, we celebrate and acknowledge a tremendous accomplishment by this talented group of amazing young women and men. However, before I start, I would like to share something with you, class of 2013, something that I share often with your teachers, your parents, and even my family and friends, but which I rarely have the opportunity to convey to you. And that is the way that I feel every day working at BASIS. I'm not going to say it too loudly, but I love my job. And I love my job because of you. You motivate and inspire me. It is humbling to witness the amount of learning and passion for knowledge present in your classrooms every day. I'm especially awed by the ways you rise to meet any academic challenges you face. And I'm reminded of a quote from a recent University of Chicago graduate. The world presents complications that can only be understood when you know how to think. Yes, unfortunately, the world we live in today presents many complications. But I would like to believe that because you're active learners and thinkers, those problems for you will instead become opportunities to contribute in a significant and meaningful way to to our society. Your decision to succeed at BASIS has left an indelible mark on you and has prepared you to be the kinds of people who in turn leave an indelible mark in the world. This is what we're celebrating and acknowledging today. Yes, you're graduating from one of the best and most rigorous schools in the country. Yes, you took more APs than I have fingers on my hands. But I would like to recognize today is your transformation from the promising students you were in 8th grade to the accomplished young men and women you are now. All of you deserve the honor to be called the finest high school scholars in the world.
Yeah!
And this would be an exaggeration if we were not be talking about BASIS, of course. Now, because I'm an idealist, I would like to take you on a trip to the future. When Senor Ramirez is in his mid-60s and about to retire, that's my fingers, and you are young parents thinking about schools for your children, will you settle for something less than what you have gotten at BASIS? What will be your standard for education? I would like to think that you will want at least the same standards of excellence for your children. I believe that the beauty of education and knowledge is that their value is everlasting and can be shared in abundance for generations to come. My dearest wish is that your time at BASIS has helped you feel the same way. Okay, back to the present when I'm in my mid-30s, and I can still show you who's who in the basketball court or in class. Just saying. In all seriousness, class of 2013, I'm extremely proud of you and your accomplishments. Congratulations. Today we have a very special guest. He came all the way from Washington, D.C. to be here with you. I heard this has to be a quick trip because he was just invited to work for the Federal Reserve starting next week. Maybe it's because of his talents, or maybe because him and Mr. Bernanke have the same hairstyle. I had the pleasure and honor of working with him for 2 years until Georgetown University stole him from us. During his tenure at our school, he wore many hats: economics teacher, assistant school director, senior research project coordinator, and creator of the first high school game theory curriculum in the country. While a BASIS teacher, he had remarkable AP results and took our economic team to the National Economics Challenge, where he won second place honors in the David Ricardo division. Currently, he's a Georgetown's master's candidate in public policy, expecting to graduate around this time next year. It is with great pleasure that I introduce gentleman, scholar, and Renaissance man, Mr. Mark Wagner.
Hey guys, and good evening, friends and family of tonight's graduates. I want to thank you for that enthusiastic intro, but you should have held your applause. You might not like the speech very much, and then you won't be able to take it back. Let me first say congratulations for going the distance at BASIS. I know it's no easy feat. I've seen firsthand over the last several years how much work you've put in and how frustrating it can be at times. But tonight is your night, and you all deserve to be honored for your accomplishments. Even if all you can think about right now is how happy you are to finally be finished, you'll soon appreciate the value of your experience. So I want to say thank you for having me. I also want to say thank you to Mr. Ramirez for inviting me to come speak to you tonight, as well as all of you who I'm certain pestered him until he did so. I felt both touched and privileged to accept the invitation. I say that I felt touched because I feel that we know each other well. 5 years ago, in August 2008, we arrived at the upper school together. You all as 8th graders, and I was a first-year teacher. Now, it's probably okay to admit to you now, in case you didn't notice it at the time, but I didn't totally know what I was doing. And by the way, for those of you who were not in my 8th grade economics class, that was a joke. I definitely did not know what I was doing. So I've been thinking, and in one sense, 5 years is a long time. It's equivalent to almost 30% of your young lives. And Kirk Hendricks, if you're checking my math, 5 years is exactly 27.8% of an 18-year-old's life.